Hey guys, Anthony here. Quick video, quick update. We are in minting territory. So 10% of all blocks minted in this current epoch are done by blocks or by pools. Good news, right? Good news, bad news. The good news, of course, is we started it. The bad news is it's only at 10%, meaning 1 out of 10 is blocked by or is minted by the pool community, and the rest is still done by IOHK. Not a bad thing, well, I don't think it's a great thing, is at least 20 pools are IOG global, right? So they're still part of the Cardano network. They create their own pools and they are pretty filled to the brim with ADA. So again, taking away from the community pools. But nonetheless, we started, right? There is rumors going that for the next epoch, they're going to switch it to 0.8, meaning that 20% of all the blocks are going to be minted by community pools and the rest by Cardano for Nation. So that's, that would be good progress. Another thing interesting, of course, is a lot of people started staking in Cardano and expecting, massive profits right away. Don't see any blocks being generated by a lot of the smaller pools and decide, well, we need to move away. You can do that. Thing is, keep in mind, if you have put stake into a pool and you don't see it earning and you say, okay, I want to move it away, it will start earning after 2 epochs, right? So you move it away, that's going to be recorded for the next epoch. Then the snapshot is taken at the end of that epoch, and then it starts earning, right? So 2 weeks before you then see any results. So keep in mind, we're only at 90%, right? So by the end of these 5 days, so on Monday I would suspect, or Tuesday morning, my time, we'll see really the results of, okay, who got lucky? Because at the end of the day, at the moment, there's a lot of luck involved. Of course, the bigger pools are getting their returns. So let's do a quick calculation as well and see, okay, how does that happen and what are they supposed to be getting? So because of course you can be lucky, and then at the early stage, if a small pool gets 1 block, you probably get a better return than if a big pool gets 1 block, and I'll explain to you why, right? So let's have a quick look at all the pools. So let's hide this one for a second. That's favorites. No, we don't need that. All right. Okay. So Bloom is doing well. Well done. And Digital Fortress. So let's go for the top one, right? So 16. Okay, of course. IOG pool number 18 of 20. But let's go for this one, the ZZZ. So this is a Japanese pool. Now, they already minted 15 blocks. So let's have a quick look at what it would be. Again, these are napkin calculations. So 15 blocks. So I believe it's 1,000 ADA per block. So 1,000 ADA per block times 15 would be 15,000, right? That's an easy one. We don't need a calculator for that. Then what are they charging on their fee? So that's per epoch, so that's a once-off fee. So we already need to deduct 340, and from the remaining they're charging 5%, which I think is a bit too high, but anyway. So let's have a quick look. 15,000 minus 340. Okay, so this is left. Where's my notepad again? Okay. So 14660. This is left, and then of course 5% times 0.05. So 733 plus 733. That's your pool operator bits, right? So 340 plus 733 is 1,073. 73. Okay, and then let's deduct the 1,073 from the 15,000. So 15,000 minus 173. Okay, so this is left 13927 between all these delegated, all the stakers, right? So let's see what is left for them, because of course bigger pools means more delegators, means more slices of the pie, right? Splitting the pie. So in this case they have 119 delegators. So if we were in a even scenario and we just divided by 119, then everybody would have earned 117 ADA. But of course that's not the case, because some have bigger stakes than other. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a quick look at the delegators, see how much money they staked. There we go. So what I'll do is I'll take the top 10, and the top 10, well, the top 9, so we have an even number. Okay, top 9. So again, open a new calculator. Again, it's all matty. 23.74 plus 18.12 plus 17.6 plus 10 plus 6.34. That's already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 more to go. Plus 5.38 plus 4.44 and plus 3.72. All right, so let's say roughly 30 million is across 9 delegators, right? So let's redo the calculation. So, and hopefully not confusing myself, but 30M of the total stake, which is 145M, is across 9 delegators, right? So let's have a quick look at how much percent that is. That is, I think, 145 divided by, divided by 30. No, other way around. 30 divided by 145 times 100. All right, so 20% of the reward will go to the top 9, right? Or 21% if we round it. So equals 20%, and so 20% of this, let's take it away, 0.2 times 13927. All right, so already that's equal to 2785. We'll keep it like that, and then divide this by 9. So 309 ADA. All right, that's a decent reward already. The top 9, each of them get that, right? So what do we have left for the rest of the pool? So let's see, 13927 minus the 2785 is 11, and then dividing that by 110. All right, so all of a sudden we're getting about 100 ADA for the lower half. And again, it's dependent on the size of your staking, right? So 110, and you see they're all still in the top million, but then when you get to the lower guys, you know, they're 1,000, 2,000. So they barely make anything out of that specific scenario. Now let's compare the same with a smaller pool that actually did manage to get a lucky block. So also let's do a quick calculation on how much this pool operator earned, just for curiosity. And so 1,073, and at the current price of 14 cents. So 1073 times 0.14, so 150, yeah, 150 US dollars. which is not bad, right? For the first epoch, for the first 5 days, if you divide that by 5, that's $30 a day, USD a day, and again, we're at the moment at 90%, right? So imagine times 10 when it's fully decentralized and they're still making the same amount of blocks, but then 10 times as much. Then you're looking at $300 a day for the pool operator. It's a lot of money. The 5% fee. That's significant impact, especially on the bigger pools. They charge so much fee. Not really sure why, but anyway, that's $300 a day. Yes, you're gonna have some problems around that in the future. So now let's have a quick look at a pool that has done a block, but is a small one, right? A baby pool. Right, so we have to go, okay. See, there's a community strike fake name. Yeah, they did manage, and that's again certain things that, that's where we need to have the SPOCRA coming in, where they can fight those kinds of scenarios, because they pretended to be IOHK, put in a pledge of 100 ADA, but of course, because of the name, a lot of people thought, oh, they might be the real thing, and they ended up, first of all, charging way too much, 5%, at 100 pledge, but because of the size, they get a block as well. So that's kind of unfair, and the unfairness will retain, right? But look at these guys here. Comet, so very lucky, I would imagine, because they have only a 9K pledge and a 2 million stake, right? But if we look at it, let's see how this is gonna reward them, right? So they only have 8 delegators and 1 block. So same scenario. First of all, from the 1000 ADA, there goes a standard 340. So minus 340, meaning that there's 660 left, and then dividing that by 9, so 73 ADA on a single block. Right? So if they can do that at 90%, and of course this is probably luck, but you never know. Let's say how it would look then for full decentralization, again times 10. So they're making 733, right? So that's a decent return if they can keep that going. Now, of course, luck is still involved, the balance is there, but nice enough to see that even the smaller ones will actually get rewards. So basically what I'm trying to say is, at the moment it's still early days. Wait a couple of weeks, give it 2 months. Give it 2 months so that at least we're looking at a 50% decentralization level, and then decide. You can do pool hopping now, and a lot of guys will do pool hopping, but you won't win anything out of that either, right? I would recommend doing pool hopping if the pool didn't meet their pledge, if their network is not reliable, so they're down, and again, things like that you can see, right? So here, this guy here looks like it's a single setup, right? So it has probably a relay and a port, or a block producer. So it's a very tiny setup, but he managed to get lucky and get a block, right? If we look at our pool, and again, we haven't mined anything yet, but of course it's been early days. What we did have set up is already additional locations, right? So we wanted to make sure that we capture the market. We have Japan in there, we have Korea in there, because that's where a lot of the transactions, a lot of the volume is happening, and Columbus in there, and of course still at the 0% margin and the lowest fixed cost rate. Now this is guaranteed until 2021. So December 31st, 2021, I'll change this rate up. By how much is really depending on the outcome from the decentralization and how many blocks we're going to end up mining during that period. Because what's important for me is that I can pay all the servers that we set up. So we're looking at a monthly bill of probably around $400 now, which is, it's expensive. And of course, the 340 per epoch, which at the current rate, 340 per epoch times 14 cents gives us about it's $48 every 5 days. Now a month has 6 sets roughly, so that gives us 285. So at the moment we're operating at a loss of 125 if we don't get any or get only one block and then having that specific stake in there. But based on our size and our pledge, we would imagine that we will get at least 5 blocks per month. And of course, this won't change. This is still the same amount, but we have a little our own stake in there. We have our own pledge that is going to earn as well. So hopefully that comes around the 400. I'm not looking to make profit because again, this is much bigger than just making money on a cryptocurrency. This is really about building a network and making sure it's centralized or decentralized and having fun. So it's not about money at all. But of course, at the end of the year, if we start still losing money, then I will probably put in a bit of a margin. But again, I wouldn't go for 5% or any of the crazy numbers. Something that is fair, right? I'm not looking to make $300 a day on operating a pool. That's crazy talk. So anyway, that's my little calculation on our blocking, mining, minting. Hope you liked it. Any questions, let me know, and thanks for watching.